Top of the morning to ya, and welcome to Crafts and Draft. I'm your host, Kirsten Crable, and today we're going to be honoring St. Patty's Day, which of course is tomorrow, by looking at a classic from the good old heartland of Ireland. And I could think of no better way for y'all to spend it than right here on Crafts and Draft. Prep your hangovers because you need to get ready. Now, one of the most important parts of St. Patty's Day is, of course, the beer. Y'all just missed it. A leprechaun totally just brought this beer here. Right away, you can obviously tell that this is a way darker beer than anything we've had on the show so far. That's because today we're looking at the classic Stout. Personally, I've been so excited about this beer, not only because I love it, let's be honest, but not only that, this beer has rich history. Stout's reputation really started taking off in Europe way back in the 1700s. It was new, bold, delicious, people couldn't get their hands off of it. Stouts are ales that are brewed with roasted barley, which is what actually gives it its color. So color on a stout, which we can clearly see, is so much darker than a Pilsner or a lager. And it's still even quite a lot darker than the brown ale that we had a couple of weeks ago. The color of stouts are typically going to be dark brown or black, but for sure they're always going to be opaque. I mean, there's no way you're seeing through that, right? And there's just very minimal carbonation. It's gonna be fine. Give it a little smellsy. Pretty light. My nose is a little stopped up right now, but it's not as bad as like the IPA last week. This is a little sweeter. Yeah. So let's dive into it. Right away, first thing I noticed, smooth. It's just going right down. Yeah, that's really good. Oh. It's clearly thicker, it's clearly heavier. Definitely hints of coffee. Oh, dark chocolate. That one's like really good to let roll around in your tongue. Some of the things about stout. Typically, they're known for coffee flavored. They have a hint of fruitiness, dark chocolate flavors, butterscotch. That comes from the yeast. What's interesting about stouts is it's completely different from the lager, the IPA, the Pilsner, where we're focusing more on hops and the taste of the hops in those beers. These ones we're kind of changing over and we're looking at the malts and the barleys. And that's what's really giving more of the flavor. Stouts are known to have this beautiful balance between bitter and sweet, and that's why it's so delicious and addicting. Alright, so let's keep going, let's taste and smell. That's really good. It is, it's creamy, there's like kind of a top cream to it, and then it finishes so quick. If you remember last week with the IPA, that hop taste just stays. It just sits on your tongue and makes you hate everything. Or love it if you love that taste. This, it's gone. I think what's tricky about this one is I'm like almost craving another taste. So you're just gonna keep drinking it. Yeah, so smooth. This is ridiculous. Stouts, they appear dark, they appear scary, they seem intense, but in reality, they are smooth, creamy, balanced, they have some sweetness to it, they look intimidating. They're the big scary teddy bears of beers. They're gonna go from your tongue right away. Once it's gone, and it keeps you craving for more. Give it a go. Take a look, take a chance, take a taste. We're gonna try them out, and they're gonna be delicious. Stouts. I feel like this beer session has gone on long enough. We know enough about stouts. Let me go ahead and get us going on our craft. Okay, so for our craft today, we've moved to the floor because I'm going to be painting. I put some cardboard down so it's not get paint all over the place. I'm known to be a little messy. So I have a poncho on so as not to get my clothes dirty. Top my beer off. Oh, that's good. Now, if you're anything like me, you come home and your dog's toys are all over the house. The humanity. So we're gonna organize that a little bit. But this doesn't have have to be for pets. This is perfect for you moms out there who need a little more organization with your kids. I don't have any children. Go figure. Basically, all I'm doing today is taking this old pointless drawer that has nowhere to go. I'm gonna paint it up, I'm gonna rust it up, I'm gonna make it nice and new and repurpose it. For that, if you remember my preview episode and the bar I made, still have leftover paint from that. I'm just shake it on up. This paint is just sample paint. I got it for I think $3 because paint does run kind of high sometimes. I'm gonna start with this red on the inside and I'm just gonna paint. Okay, so one thing that I will tell you, basically if you live somewhere in America, you have one of these handy dandy bad boys, right? Good old-fashioned phone book. If you're also anybody in 2017, you probably have never even looked at this thing. Instead of just throwing it out and making waste out of waste, use it for painting. I use it to wipe up any spills. Works perfect for a good old-fashioned phone book. Set that down there, not a mess. I'm gonna clean off the edges. So many uses. So I've got the inside painted. Now I didn't do too thick of a coat. I'm just gonna do one simple coat because we're gonna make it look kind of rusticy. Now while the inside dries, I'm gonna paint my blue, which again, see that shelf? Really shake this bad boy up. This situation, having an entire gallon of paint is absolutely terrifying. Sitting on a floor. Let that sink in. So we're gonna have to be extra careful. So we're really gonna focus on this side of it, because it's gonna be front, obviously. I know that Bob Ross would probably be disappointed in me with my brush choosing. I'm just picking whatever one works for me. That's what I'm gonna do. Painting and drinking go in hand. I'm going to take a smaller brush to get the top. So now we're just going to let this dry for about an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on what kind of paint you have. As you can see, there's a clear reason why I'm wearing a poncho. If you were smart, you would also wear gloves, which... Alright, so I'm going to clean my brushes out in this hour, and we'll come back and we'll finish it up. So I've given it enough time, it's nice and dry, so now we're going to sand. And I just have some really fine sandpaper. This is how we're going to make it look rustic. So we're going to start with the front, just going to lightly sand. You can see it'll kind of chip away spots. Scruff it up good and hard, focus on the edges, and really just make it look like it's been around the block. Gives it kind of a little worn look to it. The very last step, we're gonna label what this box is. So I got my yellow paint. Stencils will obviously work the best here, but I'm a little more go with the flow. All right, so when all is said and done, you have your very own handcrafted toy box that you have done yourself out of a dresser drawer for basically nothing. It's been Kirsten Crable here on Crafts and Draft. Y'all have a safe St. Patty's Day tomorrow. Theo, get your toy. Get a toy.